Hey, how are ya? My friend made me a mask with my logo on it. How cool is that? So I was going to do a video about gear, and I was going to do that cool thru hiker video thing where you know, the gear's laid out and everything's covered and aligned, and I could go through each piece and pick it up and weigh it. And well, I started going through my stuff on Sunday evening, thinking, well, maybe I should a little bit Sunday evening, and then Monday I'll shoot the rest of it. That'll give me enough time that I'll edit and be able to upload, so that I can keep doing that beginning of the week upload schedule. However, as I was going through my stuff, I started to notice a couple pieces missing. First thing I noticed missing was a little knife. Not a big deal, not an expensive item, but it was noticeable that I was missing it. And I thought, well, I guess that's not the end of the world. I can replace that easy enough. But then all of a sudden I started to notice that I'm missing a few other things. Like I had a little collapsible cup, very, very lightweight, that I could use for morning coffee. That way I could use my cooking pot for nothing but water, and that much less cleaning up I have to do at the end of every day. The only thing I'm using in the cup is coffee. So two things missing. And then you think, well, what else am I missing? And come to realize, I think I accidentally threw away a whole bag worth of those little kind of, you know, carabiners and little tiny bungee cords, and just like a lot of the like small items. So nearest I can tell, I probably had packaging for some other things that I'd taken out of the packaging, and I just put the packaging inside that bag. And at some point in the last couple months, I picked up the bag, looked inside, it looked like garbage, and I probably threw all that stuff right in the trash. Unfortunately, so as I realized I couldn't find it on Monday, I started tearing everything apart, trying to find that bag worth of stuff, and couldn't find it. So on Tuesday, again, where the hell's that bag of stuff? And I couldn't find it. So Tuesday night, maybe about 10 o'clock, my anxiety level was at an all-time high. 2 days of just full of anxiety, like, oh my god, I bought this stuff and I have to rebuy stuff I already bought. And I'm not a rich guy, you know what I mean? I don't want to buy stuff twice. So I started having that kind of, I gotta get out of here, panic attack. So got in my car, went for a drive for a couple hours, and try to clear my head. So while I was driving, I talked to a friend on the phone, and I was explaining I was just stressed out. Number one, I wanted to get the video done early in the week, and because I couldn't find that gear, I couldn't do the video I wanted to do, so that meant I didn't have any video, and that just amplified my anxiety. So she suggested just do a video on that, so that's what I'm doing. In the meantime, I want to mess around with a few, I got this gimbal that I'm using right now that I broke the base handle off of. I think it might be salvageable though. I think if the parts at the bottom are universal, I might be able to attach it to a different base, and I'll still be good to go. Look, ultimately, it's not that big a deal. I can rebuy stuff and I'll be fine. But doesn't mean my brain's still not upset about it. Just doing my best to accept, you know what I mean? This is also my second time shooting this video. The first time I shot using my Galaxy A10. Does not have image stabilization, and tried to fix it in post, which is, anybody that's done any editing, it's not always the best. It's better to get good footage first, and then if you have to fix it in post, you only want to be able to have to fix like a little bit. But this was really bad, because I used that phone with the gimbal, and it was like the phone kept over correcting every time something went weird, you know what I mean? So the footage is just all over the place, and I thought, all right, well, I'll just use the what the hell's that setting on Premiere? Warp stabilization, something like that. And it just made it cut off, you know. So essentially it auto crops so that all the stuff that's taken away by the image stabilization, you know, you've seen the footage of like when they stabilize Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones and they just focus on her eyebrows, and then like the whole image goes all crazy and stuff just focusing on that. Or when they restabilize the Enterprise and the bridge crew jumping all around like they're under attack and stuff. Same concept, but it cuts out all the stuff that's not frame, so you end up with a much smaller image. And what I ended up with was like, well, here's me talking for about 1.5 minutes, and you can see my nostril. I mean, maybe not quite that extreme, but maybe a little bit hyperbolic when I say that. But so I'm reshooting today, trying to use the gimbal with my GoPro, which does have image stabilization, and I'm hoping that I'll have a lot more well, a lot better image to work with. So we'll see how this goes. I think ultimately what it comes down to is I just need a breather. So let's take a breather.